Accidents happen. There's confusion. What facts are important? Download my free iCrashed phone app to walk you through collecting the important information. I'm Wes Pittman, 784-9000.
Supposedly hold the remains of boys killed at the school back in the 50s and 60s. As Jeff Patterson tells us, Nelson met with USF researchers and some of the alleged victims' relatives today and is asking the state for time and money to get to the bottom of the claims.
For months, University of South Florida anthropologists have studied the grounds of the Dozier School for Boys in Mariana. But there are hundreds of acres to cover, and the site has been occupied as a school for boys since 1903. Robert Straley was sent there as a 13-year-old in 1963.
The boys really never had a chance, the whips and the chains and the whole bit.
Straley says as a child, he was beaten at the school. Evidence shows at least 100 deaths occurred at the school for boys, but there may be many, many more. At a news conference with Senator Bill Nelson, 84-year-old Ovell Krell described how her brother vanished at the school in 1943.
When we got there, we were told he'd already been taken out there and buried. So we went out, and that's when they took us to see the grave that supposedly he was in.
Mrs. Krell says there are conflicting accounts of how her brother died. She doesn't believe them. His unmarked grave cannot be found. Glenn Vardaho described how his uncle died at the school.
The family was notified about 10 days to 2 weeks later by U.S. mail that he was dead. So no family members were in attendance at the funeral.
The state of Florida still owns the land but is looking to sell the property. Florida Senator Bill Nelson has written a letter to Governor Rick Scott to stop the sale.
I want to find out where the graves are. I want them exhumed. I want them examined. And I want to see if potential crimes have been committed.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement conducted an investigation into the deaths at Dozier in 2009, but did not find anything suspicious or illegal. That investigation was closed. Nelson wants it reopened, saying some of those responsible for the deaths may still be alive.